Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Darcy, and apparently my light is lower than my camera today. That's because I was trying to get the I was trying to practice my Facebook Live yesterday, that's why. And so I don't know why, but for some reason I had to be lower. Okay, so in the last video that I made, I worked on these covers. You can't really see this bird right here. I'm so sad. I am going to cut off the edges here, and I'm hoping that I will be able to do that with this, but I don't have a heavy duty one, which would be better. Alright, let's start with, this will be my straight edge here. Let's make sure that I've got my lines are pretty straight, because that will tell me if it's straight on the inside. That's the only problem with lines. Okay, so let's just go ahead and cut that a little bit and get a straight line with that line, which will be, yeah, my edges are not quite as straight though, but we're gonna try our darndest to get as straight as we can regardless. I don't want to cut too much off. Alright, now we have a nice straight edge, which is fairly, my lines seem fairly straight there. So now I'm going to fold that, meeting up those edges. I've never made a cover like this. It feels really weird. Now I can see some weird spots where maybe the napkin is lifting. So I'm not sure exactly the best way to go with that. But if you know me at all, you know that my time with this cover is not done. This is where I wish I had one of those heavy duty ones. It's alright. See, it's part paper, part fabric too, so I can't really, I don't dare use my fabric scissors. Let's see. Got some fiber stuck there. Okay, let's get this nice and even here. Because all that glue's on there, it's not likely to fray anymore. My only concern is if any of this starts to lift up, so I might see what will happen. I know I'm not measuring it all. I'm just taking a little bit off the edges and hoping that, you know, it'll be the right size. A little big is okay, a little small won't hurt. Alright, so this is my front. And whew, that's our inside, which, you know, looking at it all like that kind of hurts your eyes a little bit. So that is our reddish one. And something feels crooked on the top here. Why? Let's check it on our lines. I mean, it could be crooked, but oh my goodness, is it crooked? How did that happen? Alright, how tall are we? Easier to measure this way. Alright, we're still over 9 inches, so I have plenty of room to fix that. And I don't know where I went wrong on the, because it's crooked on the bottom and crooked on the top. You know what I wish I could find? It should be somewhere not far away, but I have a rotary, but it's for fabric. Alright, well, let's try this. Just so that I can get a little straighter. I'm glad I have plenty of room to work with. I kind of want to, there we go. Because this is a rotary cutter here, it cuts a little better than, say, a non-rotary cutter. if that makes sense. One of the other ones, wow, that was like really far off on both sides. Isn't that weird? This seems a little bit thicker on this end too, for that matter. Maybe that was part of the problem. Might need to go down a little bit further because I didn't. There we go. All right. So now, I guess the lesson learned there is don't cut it folded. So I still have like 12 1/4 going this way, which gives me a good 6 inch and 9 going this way. So if I'm doing 8 1/2 by 6, I'm good. So let's go ahead and line that. It's still a little bit off, right? How? Well, we're gonna end up with a mini journal at this point. Don't you think? Alright, we're just gonna cut off that right there and call it good and hope that it's straight. Alright, fairly straight there, tiny bit crooked there. Nobody should notice. Because the more I cut, the more short it's going to be. And worst comes to worst, I stick a piece of lace down there. You know. Alright, sorry to hurt your eyes again. Let's see if we can do this one a little better. Good thing I cut them nice and big. But this is also why you want to cut it bigger. Because otherwise you'd end up with these ratty edges. So, let's go ahead and... I'm going to go ahead and cut the other two down, and then I'll be back. I don't know if you remember, I talked about yesterday that I was going to try to use some pattern paper, and I did on this one. I did a layer of pattern paper, and I've got some tissue paper. And this one's quite a bit bigger right now. That may change. So they're like 3 different sizes right now. That's all right. We'll see. When we get the papers in them, we'll see what we want to do with them. And I might have been holding on to some papers for a while. That one, whoops, sorry. So sorry. That's for the blue one, I think. So we'll start with that one. Whoops. And there goes the pie. Okay. I'm not sure if this is going to work with these or not. Because I went with a blue theme. Because I had a blue theme in mind. Not necessarily, it's not necessarily fall, but it could be fall. And then, you know, got my precise measuring going on. And I kind of love the idea of that denim right against there, but that might not be how it ends up, because we also have this lovely burlap, which could also be a thing, which is going to be a little bit longer in the back, like a mullet. And then see, this way I hide that thing, that price tag. I don't know why they have to do that. Why they have to mess up my papers with a price tag. It's not about the money, money, money. See, now you have the denim on this side and the tweed pokes out a little bit on that side. Or I could do it this way, which is also fun. In that case, if they're right next to each other like that, then I don't mind if that's the front, because that's kind of cool. And I'll need to still cut some of these down. This one may actually end up being, I think I'll be able to cut that down a little bit. And that had some blue in it, which is why he got stuck in here. Plus, look how good he looks with that tweed. Got some children's book pages in here. This is from a Pokey Little Puppy book that had some black and white photos in it. And then it had like some of the other pictures were like bigger than normal, which was cool. Mr. and Mrs. Beaver from something or other. Oh, and then we've got Norman Rockwell. He's going in the middle. These may go opposite each other. Is what may happen with those. We'll see. But let's see. Oh no, this is just. This one doesn't need to go in the middle. What may happen is I might fussy cut that and make it a pocket. I'm not sure. But he had the blue scarf and she had the blue headband. So it had some blue. The Animal World, that's where that other book came from. But this will probably, I'll probably make a tag and put him on there somewhere. That's what that one's for. And then we have, well, I think we're gonna break this down and fold them in half, I think is what we're gonna do. How wide? I'm gonna trim that down, so there we go. Then I can keep the whole song on one page. Same with this one. And she may become the moon, the swing. Let's see. I want the whole poem to be on one page. So I'm going to fold it like that, and I can, well, right below the mouse is where I can cut it so it will fit, if that will fit. Let's see. Yeah, I can just trim off a little bit off of there. And I have one of the 8x8 inch Tim Holtz, which I'm not going to fold yet because I might want to attach it to something else. Then I have this pretty paper, which I love. And this paper here, a couple of papers here, let's see. This one, which I think I will just cut off. Well, we'll do that when I cut them. I'll cut that one. This one will need to get cut because it's already been cut. But I like that one as well in there. And then, let's see. Oh, here's more Pokey Little Puppy, but this one's attached. So that can go right in like that. And see, this had the blue. This has the blue as well, but I will probably use this to make tags. That's what that one's for. And I'm thinking I probably had those for tags maybe, but they're not quite as blue. That one has the blue, and I'm thinking tags. Oh, I see, I did have some green in here too. So this one's torn on the edges, which works for me. It's just fine. And we got our grunge there, and a little bit of grunge there, and like that there. And there's this piece, which I think if I use it for anything, it will probably be what's the word that I want? For tags, that's what I'm trying to say. If I use it at all. Or collage or something. Alright, so for this, I'm thinking of putting on here. And that will make like a pocket on one of these. Like, it'll connect these two pages. You'll see. You'll see when I get to it. So, I guess we will go ahead and do this like this. I'm not cutting off anyone's head, right? There we go. Alright, now we'll cut those in just a few minutes, but that seems like a good signature. If I add anything, it'll be some tea-dyed pages. Do I have some? I do have some. So, and I could probably, these are shorter, I think. They're a little shorter, but that's alright. And I won't cut them off, I will just fold them over for more writing space. That one I might cut off just a tiny bit, but I don't think I'll need to cut it off much because that's 7 inches. Alright, I cut those in a bit. That feels good and thick. And then we've got pieces for tags and pockets. So that's one book started. Set it there. And what's next? I think I'm going to do one of those with that. Ooh, don't forget our sunflowers. Alright, I've got more pages here, and I'm not sure which is for which. Or if that's for one that I had planned, or what. Oh, I found my leaves. I was looking for these. I will be doing a page in my art journal with those. Somebody might get that in there, so we'll see. I painted, that was one of my first, I painted that like a year ago. That was just some doodles. Doodles and whatnot. Alright, what's this one for? This one I already have all the pages figured out. I've got some red and orange. I'm not even sure if I'm right side out or backwards. Turkey time. Garden bloom. Golden blooms. So this one is like Baba Black Sheep. See, this is the thing. I already had all these ones with, this one might be the green. Will that go with the green? Where's the green? Or is that too green? Those greens don't really go. Okay. That's alright. And then what's in this one? Because I've got enough for 2 more books right here, so. Is this one for fall or Halloween? That's the question. That's definitely upside down. More to autumn. So this one definitely has all its pages picked out, and we're going to do that. Alright, next. And then this one has, I'm going to save a couple of those for the of these in here. Where are my, oh, here we go. There we go. That's what I want. I want, like, we have our red gingham here, which we're not going to put right next to our stripes because that would just hurt somebody's eyes. The flowers with the gingham we probably can. The flowers with the burlap. What did I say? I'm not really sure what I said. Goldilocks zone. This one I can put in like this, and I'll fold in the pages. And another one of these. Yep, that's right side up. And some blank paper, which is actually probably from the book. And this, which I think I used because, well, maybe I just used it because it's a, but that'll be a pocket somewhere. vintage book page. So I've got some vintage book pages in this one. And I had some tea-dye pages. These were some tea-dye and some green combination going on here. I'm not sure if I'm going to make a pocket out of that one or not. I'm trying to make these books just one signature. And I think I'm going to do this. And which one do I like better? That's the question. Which one am I going to cut off? That's the question. They may end up being, they may go across from each other, but they may end up just being, you know, flip outs like that. Don't know yet. I won't know until I get in there. I'm going to go ahead and put these in here. I have green. The red and green are complementary, so they're good for, I think this one I might cut down. That was from an, I have enough for a couple. And then I'll do this here. Probably don't need a second one of these. If I use this one, I will probably, was this the one that had all that's past? Why this is in here. The Listeners, A Song of Shadows. Oh, The Song of Shadows might be why that's in there. It's hard to say. That in there. And we have a little bit of these, which I will probably cut down. Or I may probably do this. It's just from children's school pages. And you do think about school in the fall. There, that's my reason. That's my whole reasoning right there. And it's got farm animals, so that's fun. Okay, we need one of those. Then we have some more Dick and Jane. Let's say spots in there. We don't want to cover up spot. And another one of these. And 5 little pumpkins. 3 little bears. But it has the 5 little pumpkins in here. So we'll put that in there. Anything else? I have enough flowers in there. This will go in there somewhere, but possibly as like a journal card. So we'll just stick that in the back. We do have some of this book page. Well, we have one of this book page. Oh, that one needs to go in the one of the deer, doesn't it? Oh dear. So I'm gonna stick that one in there with the deer. Oh, I think these are the pages I actually wanted for this book. Let's see. Oh, they're all... Anyway, let's see. No, these are less red. So... I think these are going to go with this and something else. For next year, maybe. I've got to have some gill at the hayloft here. We will put the hayloft in there and put some, I will probably do this. Go ahead and make that the middle, and I might use these as journal cards. That one's plenty thick enough. More than, I'm glad that these give you a little room. Let's see, that one's like super thick. This one, it wouldn't hurt to do a couple more pages in that one. Whoops, they ripped, but they'll work in there. And I did not have, this is my Thanksgiving Day one. I'm thinking that one can go in there. What's this one? The orange and the, yep, this one has this for the center. I have been saving that one to use in the center. Grandpa's turkey. And there, where's my center? And Flash the Young Deer we'll put in here too. Alright, don't need that right this minute. And does this work for here? What else do I have in here? I've got that. I don't have many. This one's very eclectic, but I do think that I want something else that doesn't work. I might actually just use Kristen Holt paper because it's got the alphabet on it, which is fun. And then I'll decide what I want to do. Alright, how are we on time? Oh, 26 minutes, so we still have some time. I should probably put some tea dye paper in there. Alright. And then we have this one, which I don't have a cover for, but I think I can combine with these pages to make a nice journal, but that might not happen until next year. Just saying. Alright. Let's work on our Thanksgiving. I know I had a couple more Thanksgiving things to put in there too. But it's my Thanksgiving one because it has the Norman Rockwell. And, ooh, except for it has blue, but it still might be pretty. But do you think I know what happened to it? Remember all that stuff I moved off my desk? It included all of my, ooh, but I put those basically in the same spot. Nice. Let's see if we can use any of these clusters. I'm looking for a specific cluster though. Let's see. Well, that one will work in there somewhere. And our pie one, coffee and pie. Where's the coffee? I don't know, but it will work in there as well. Those, not so much. That one could, but I'm giving it to somebody. Somebody who, and those were just pieces. What happened to my pumpkin, people? Oh man. There it is. I don't know that, no, it won't work on there. It'll work inside somewhere maybe. I was hoping it would work on the cover. But I can, that pumpkin wouldn't even work. I'll figure something out for this cover. I will, I promise. But I just realized I have all of these papers as well that I've been, Mike, do you mind turning that off, please? That I have been, you know, I think, oh, look at that. Paw prints. I think I got that for Sonia. I just spilled that. Let's see. Oh, look at that. I have fall leaves too. Oh, oh my goodness. Forgot I had these. Oh my goodness gracious. Well, that's good. I don't have a lot of the other ones in here, so these are going in here. Even though I have to make that one a pocket because why do they have to ruin my paper like that? I don't know. guess that's a good place for a cluster. And then this will be tags, because why they have to put, well, in a pocket maybe. Maybe a little corner pocket in there. And I just like this for some contrast. It's got some orange in it too, and love it. And yeah, I think we can do a leaf one. I'm going to save some of those for a collage on a, well, maybe a collage or journal cover. Who knows? Oh, got these for Christmas. These are for Christmas. That can just be used for tags and whatnot. Got more of these, mostly for Sonia's journal, I think. That's hurting my eyes. More polka dots. And more of that, which, because that is one of my covers, I might bring that in somewhere else with some tags and whatnot. We'll see. I'm going to put it to the side for now. Alright, since these are kind of cruddy on the ends, I'm going to go ahead and fold them in half and trim them when the time comes. So one video this week, I will probably be practicing collage, because that needs to happen. And I need to, Immortal Autumn, yeah, see? That was definitely for this book. Aren't these trees just pretty? Old Rat's Tail. They're it's Thanksgiving and they're heading to Grandma's for Thanksgiving meal. Now, I think I already have the deer, so I don't really have to have the fox as well. And I got too much in this one right now, so Armies in the Fire. That one can be saved for something else. That one can be a tag. These ripped, didn't they? That's alright. I may glue those back together. And this one might just go like this, just for a little added pop of color somewhere. Oh, good. I have some of this here. So I'll use that for, I think I had that for a flip tag maybe. So those can be used for stuff to go inside. And that I will probably sew back together, and then that is going to be a flip there. Look at this. I already had this one. Autumn leaves are now falling. So this one, alright, I already have that one in there. And I have some other alright, so I don't need, unless I want to make tags out of that. And I can make tags out of that. I could also make tags out of this, although I kind of want to make it a page in here somewhere. And I guess I have a couple. This is from November 16th, 1946. Well, it's not. It's from the book, so it's a, you know, copy, but those will get folded in. Alright. I think, though, I want a little color in here. Even if I do it this way. So that we see that color against there and against there. Okay. I think this book, these will be for making tags and pockets and whatnot. Now, is this what I want against this, or is there another one that I like that? Oh, those leaves maybe? Or, what did I do with those leaves? Yeah, those leaves will actually be more perfect for, although it's smaller. So, I think what I'll do is put this one inside here, near the middle. And I know what I'm going to do. And what I may do, oops, I may, oh, I have another one of these, right? Yeah, this is what what I'm going to do. I'm going to make this longer on the front so that it covers the front. And then I may extend it in the back. Probably definitely put a pocket in the front. Here. That way, on my pages, it'll be, oh, made a little too long. That's alright. We'll make it work. Wow, that's going to be a thick one. And that's before I even add any, well, Merry Autumn Days. Thanksgiving Day. I think this one is going to have to go like this. And then the Frost Spirit might have to get cut off. Let's see. Yep, that makes it just tall enough. I'll lose the bridge, which I could make a pocket somewhere, so that's not the end of the world. Alright, let's start cutting. That's what we were working towards, weren't we? Working towards cutting and cutting and cutting and cutting just under. How long is this? This is 9 inches. So I can do this just under 9 inches. Or I'm gonna do it 8 3/4. I can go a little bit smaller. I just don't want to cut off his feet. That's the only thing. I don't care about the house. I don't want to cut off his feet. Also did not want to cut off her, which I didn't. Alright, so that is a page. That will go. It actually could be a flip out because I kind of want Thanksgiving to be, so that might end up being a flip out. Alright, next. I got this one a little on the long side. And so I'm just going to fold it in a little bit. And I'll have to do something to cover that. So now, everything will be, this will be my template for everything else now, right? Is this 1 or 2? This is really thick, by the way. It would be great in a glue book. And how wide is this? This is 5 3/4. So for me to do that at 5 3/4, I have to cut that quite a bit. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna fold these like this. And then, what am I doing? Well, I don't remember how somebody else did it. Usually I just do that. But really, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut this off. And get rid of that. And I might just use them as flip outs somewhere. I'm not sure, but I do have this now that I can fold over. So I can decide if I want to do them as a flip out or connect them to make a page. So I could just I could sew right here, one of those places, and make it a page that goes in there, which is a possibility. Alright, and then we have, what were we at? 5 3/4. Now, as I get towards the middle, I'll have to get a little bit shorter. Because, no, as I make it fatter, I'm probably going to have to make these a little bit shorter. That's what's going to happen. The middle ones will be fine. Alright, that one's fine. It's just Immortal Autumn, yes. I will probably put washi tape on that to strengthen it. That is just under 9, so it should be okay. And it is thin enough, it should be okay. going to combine these back together. Oh, that's still together. Okay. And I'm probably going to take that one out, make that into something else. That's definitely small enough. That's just from inside the book. And oops. Oh, first I'm gonna like tear up the paper. Oh my goodness. What did I do? I'm going to fold that like that. And also, oh, that's right. I had that on here. And now that's too long. Let's see. I don't want to cut much off of that though. It's so pretty. I hate to cut any of that off. They're both pretty. But if I'm going to cut anything off, it's going to be just inside that candle, which is still not quite short enough. Unless I put it way on the outside here somewhere. We'll figure it out. I'll figure it out. I will. I know I will. Okay. These should be good, and if they're not, I just have to fold them in a little bit more. They're not getting cut. That's what I'm saying. Oops. I said 5 3/4. I'm just going to cut that off. Just easier right now. And these are all small enough. And let's see. Let me cut off a little bit off of here. Vintage book page. Cut some off of here. Maybe, maybe not. Let's see. I'm just going to cut it off. Sorry. I'm going to open this up so I don't lose the whole piece because I can use it. Oh, I can use it as a hinge. Yeah, I have too much stuff on my desk, obviously. Obviously. I want to keep the October bit, the part that says October on it. Let's see, 9. Oh, good, we don't lose a lot. And I'll lose the October if I do that. So, I'm going to fold it in. And that is from a quilting book. I see. I'll have to fold these over a little bit more than the straight would be good. It'd be good if I folded them straight. So this is basically what I will be doing with all 3 books, and then I will put them together. I'm pretty sure now we are running out of time. Oops. Oh, that must have been a 12-inch. That's why it was longer. Then we're short enough. And I'm just going to trim off that raggedy bit. And then we have Grandma serving the turkey right in the middle of this really giant 1-signature autumn journal. Anyways, alright. Now here's the problem. What's this one? Somehow that one wasn't too long, but this one is. Oh, that's why, because I folded it like that. So we're just going to fold it in like that, because I don't want to cut it off. Alright, what else is sticking out? this, which we'll adjust however we need to. Alright, let's see. This is a little long in the tooth. I cut that one. So what we might do is, since it's a little on the long side, bring it out here where you can get away with it being longer because it's gonna, let's see, as long as it fits. I don't mind if this sticks out a little bit as long as it fits in here. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I'm so glad I found that. Okay, everything doesn't show under there, so that's good. And what about height? A couple of these are a little long in the tooth, aren't they? Which is okay. I will just bring this up to the middle, or actually, let me just bring it to the top, because then that's the next page, which is fine. I'll adjust that when I... There, got one done. And all the bits that will go inside. And that will be the autumn Thanksgiving type journal. Got a couple Norman Rockwell prints in there. And our pie will go, our piece of pie ephemera, Hopes and Dreams, will go in there. And we did end up putting some glue in there, didn't we? So our pumpkin will probably go in there. And we'll see what else. Alright. I'll keep working until our time is up, maybe? Or should I go ahead and... Maybe I'll go ahead and finish this one by putting the binding in, and then work on the other two off screen, off camera. There we go. Now, because I'm doing it one signature, I don't really have to worry too much about where, like, it's, I'm going to put my hole through the whole thing all at once. So, just want to line up my pages. Sorry about that. Unplug that in that way. So I definitely should have enough. Oh, I need to decide what to do with these, didn't I? I'm gonna just put them out there, and I might use them as ephemera. How's that? So I want to come down a little bit on that one, and then might go up a little bit on that one. Or do I want to go the other way? See, not everything is, you know what I might do? Just take out everything that's too tall and make it the right height. I can do that. Alright, that's shorter. Which is basically this little bit, which is fine. So, I don't know why I was thinking 9.5. 9. I should have just done everything at 8.5. Because then I would know that it's not too tall. Okay. All I have to do with this one is trim off that a little bit. I'm going to move this up here somewhere. There's just not a lot of color up here. I want more color. I'm going to move this one up there too. Introduce a little more color sooner on. Alright, what's the next piece that needs to be cut down? This piece. We're going to lose a little bit on the bottom. Oh, I needed to washi tape that, didn't I? Alright, let me find... Oops, 8.5 I need it to be. And I was going to washi tape it, which I think I have. Something in here I can use. Might just use that. We'll just use that postal one for now. I can't believe how warm it is in here. That is just to give this so it doesn't just fall right out, basically. People send mail for Thanksgiving. There we go. There's our reasoning for that particular. Alright. Now we should fit again. That one's a little on the precarious side, but that's alright. That's kind of cute poking out there. But I also need some more color shown this way too. And I'm going to separate that a little bit now that I moved the other thing. I think I did, yeah. Alright, there we go. I'm wondering if I should put something here. Did I use the... Yes, I did. What would I want to put there? Not that one. That one doesn't have green in it. Well, I can always do that later. I don't have to do it right now. Okay. And put this away now. I've got this the height that I want it. We're going to put a hole right in the middle of that turkey there. Now I just have to decide, do I want Grandma going that way or that way? It really doesn't matter. I kind of like it that way though. Okay. Go ahead and, where's my brown? I think I want to use brown. Yeah, I do. I gotta find the brown. How now, brown cow? So I'm putting one up here, and then on the opposite end, down here. And make sure that I have it all in there and straight and all the things. Then I'll put another one down here. And should have another one. Thought I had 4 in there. Of course I don't, because that would make sense. And here's the crazy part, I actually know where they are. Alright, so I want to have the thread that I want on hand though, which should be, shouldn't be far. I've seen it recently. Well, oh, here it is. I knew it had to be there. So I'm going to use this brown, which I thought I had open. Oh, now I can't get into that door easily. Okay. Thought I'd used this already, but I guess not. It's a pretty, it'll be really pretty. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and I sometimes do a little bit more than that, just because if I want the if I want charms, I want them to dangle outside the book. If I decide to do it that way. All right, let me go ahead and. This is, I don't know what kind of needle this is. It's pretty thick. It doesn't have a real sharp point because this is where the sharp point comes in. So I'm folding this book as much as I can, and I'm just going to go right in the middle. And push. Sure, push straight as I can. It's going to be hard to get through this. There we go. Guess we're not sewing it. Remember, I talked about I don't know if I could. I don't think my needle would like that. I think that would mess with my machine too much. All right, and then I'm just going to go ahead and pull that through. Now I'm going to make about an inch up right here, right in that kid's where his hair. Where his part in his hair is actually. Oh, yeah, really glad that I did not do that to my sewing machine. Then I'm going to come in. Oh, sure, I'm going to try to come in. Ow! And then I'm gonna, this is why you don't want a real sharp one. If you're like me, you'll end up poking your finger. Alright, now I need to move this out of the way. It's in my way. But that's alright. Then I want to come about an inch right here, which is going to be right at the corner of his smile. Nice. I'm going to go a little right between his smile and Grandpa's forehead. Or Uncle Jim's forehead, or whoever it is. And the reason I'm going through as I do it is just because this cover is so thick and everything is so thick. Now I'm going to hold this down here because I don't want to split the string. And I'm going to go back through this hole if I can. It's like a wax seal, that glue. There we go. And now pull that through. I can do it. There we go. And I'm going to come on this side of the string. So I'm on both sides of the string. I'm going to tie it one time. And then I'm going to take these off so they don't give me a false sense of security before I tighten it and double tie it. And then, let's see. Was it Tina or Amy? One of them said that they kind of hold it up. It was either Tina on Shabby Dabby Doodah or Amy on Crafty Cat. There. I'm going to do it one more time. And then I'm just going to let those hang down because I may add a charm. And why does this feel crooked? It better not. Alright, there we go. A journal. Made. And just ready to be embellished. That's right, I was going to make these naked, wasn't I? So I've got some stuff to go with it. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. Which means it is 52 pages, which is 104 both sides, which is a lot for one signature, just saying. But if you are looking for a naked autumn journal, this will be in my store soon. So, and I think I'm just going to put some of the extras in it, like these bits and pieces I'll stick in there to play with and have fun. And if I find the coffee one and this one with the pumpkin, so yeah, little pieces like this will go in there. So yeah, that is going to be in my store soon, and I'm going to make the other two off camera, and then I'll do a flip through of all three and put them up in my store. So thank you all very much. Have a delightful day. Much love.